What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net, and I'm coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, I'm going to be working on some more scrap junk journal projects. I work on junk journal projects pretty much every single day of the week, so if that is what you're into as well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hello, Patricia. What's up, girl? Hey, girl. Hey. So today I'm doing a late night live. Usually I go live at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes things get in the way and I'm here at night. So starting with this last night, you guys, I could not get this idea out of my head to do this Christmas scrap quilt because I still had some fabric left over from the last quilt that we did, which was the string quilt fabric. And I'm going to be using these fabrics in my junk journals, either as lining on the inside of the junk journal or as spines, or I don't know. I just felt compelled to do this. I literally stayed up till, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the morning starting this, and I am here at this point. So all that I did was sew 2 strips together, cut them up, and then I iron them open. So 2 of the 2 blocks together, and then 2 of those 4 of 4, 4 out of 4. So these are actually 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what we're working with here. That's what we're starting here. I didn't want to show you guys all the boring part. Like I said, I've been working on this since last night when I got the idea, and I've just been going on it. And then today I also worked on it some more when I got back from my appointment. And so I've just been working on it, and this is the point that I'm at right now. I thought you guys might want to see more finished blocks than 2 little fabric squares. Thank you, Lori, and hello. This one's still 4x4, but I'm going to build those up. Some of them are... We'll just have to figure out how they're all going to go together because I didn't do them in any particular size, with any particular size in mind. So we're just going to go through these and see what fits together. I'm basically talking about like length. Like you see how this one's a little bit too short. So I want to pass that up and maybe not do those 2. But these 2 still a little bit short on that. I'm going to pass on that. This is pretty much what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing all night, and I can't stop, you guys. I'm just compelled to do this. Okay, so see, these 2 go together perfectly. You can see they're pretty much the same size. So we're going to sew those together. Hello, Sass. I'm doing great, girl. I hope you've been doing good. I hope everybody's going to have a good weekend. I hope if you guys have plans. My husband went to California, so I'm just going to be relaxing at home and working on, I don't know what, but I'll be working on something. Oops, and I messed up with this seam. It's not exactly straight, but that's okay. So now I have this is a 2, so it's 4 by 4, 12, 16, 18, 20. It's actually 22. Oh, then it got really small over here. Just got really tiny. Some spots are really, really tiny, so it's harder to count. So let's just move that aside because now I have to iron this for the next part. Or we'll see if I find anything else that fits that. At this point, maybe some other things do. Like this one fits right there. So actually I could do this one, because then I can iron this one later. So let's put these together. Sass says she's sewing. She got a handbag pattern for an Aussie designer. Wow. I don't know. That's so brave. I don't know if I could actually do things that have to be straight. You saw my first seam. I went all wonky with it. Oh my gosh. I've been pretty good. I just don't know why I went really, really wonky with that one. And I just have to make sure that my seams don't get caught. Underneath, there's not much I can do. They're not all going the same way. So I do have to be careful with that. But even if it doesn't work out, sometimes my seams kind of overlap. And you just see right here, it like sewed down where it's not supposed to. So I'll just get my little scissor. I'll literally just cut the little fabric so that way it releases the little tension there. I don't know if that's what people do, but that's what I've been doing. That's what I do. Okay, so here's this right here, and it's a little wonky still. It's still a little bit wonky up here, but that's okay. And I'm just kind of going to keep adding to this if I see anything that's the specific size, because I could just iron that out later. So let me keep that off to the side. Now again, I'm going to keep trying to find, see these two pieces go together, so that's good. Put these two pieces together. Try and decide, yeah, this will be better. Try not to put too many fabrics together that are the same fabric. But, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Okay. So let's get these over here. Make sure everything lays down good. You don't have to be perfect at this. That's the good thing about this. And I've kind of been cutting them down with my scissors after I iron them open. I'll cut them to make sure that they're even. Like this will be have to iron. This will have to be cut off later. And that doesn't exactly fit, but it does, I think it fits with this one. Now it'd have to be cut up a little bit. So let's pass this one over. Now I have this block. Wonder if it is this size. And it is. And I'm just going for a nice big rectangle type of shape. I'm not even looking for a particular size. And the fabrics that I got, I used are from Walmart, from their seasonal Christmas fabrics. And right now, you can find them behind the Halloween fabrics. That's where I found them. They're literally tucked underneath the Halloween and the fall fabrics. But still accessible, so that's good. Glad they have them for us people that are trying to get ready for Christmas. Hey, Jane. Thank you for your support yesterday, lady. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to set that off to the side. And then, still looking for something that matches. Okay, this matches with this right here. So we'll put this together. Oh, this is coming together so well. I'm so happy. And I'm using my brother's Project Runway limited edition CE1125 PRW for my project, as I do for all of my sewing projects. And I'm using the stitch number one stitch, the length of 3.5, and my tension right now is set to 3. So if you guys wanted to know that specifically, I know some people like to know. that is what is going on. Okay. You guys, my back feels so much better after going to physical therapy. I'm so happy. I've never had my bones crack so much. Not too bad. So the last of the covers today might get into sewing the pages tonight. Yes, my back feels so much better, Jane. Oh my gosh. I feel like jelly now, but I'm still gonna keep going. Okay, so there's this cute little block right here. And I'm just gonna keep searching for more things. This will work with this. Yeah, that'll work. So let's put these together. Like I said, I'm trying to make almost like a 6-panel rectangle, if you can see what size the panels are. But some of them get a little bit different. They're a little bit different sized. Is this good or is this too short? Well, this is going to be a little shorter anyways because of this right here. So let's just work with that. And I will have to iron this out and cut it. Oh my gosh, gotta even it out. There's a lot of steps with this. I bet I will too, Patricia. I was actually like thinking, oh, I should take a nap now, but I'm like, no, I gotta do my life. It's all good. This is what I want to be doing. I actually have not wanted to stop this project all night. I was supposed to go to bed early, and that did not happen. That did not happen. Okay, so now we have this block right here. This would make actually a really cute blanket. But that's not what we're using this for. At least not me. Maybe I should have specified that in the video title, but maybe I'll edit that later. Okay, so these two pieces look like they go together, so let's get these together here. Aren't the colors cute? I feel like they got a little repetitive, but mixed in with because I didn't have that many fabrics to choose from, but mixed in solid colors like so that I've been collecting all year. I don't know what else I would use this green for in particular, so I'm glad that it was Christmas. Okay. I don't like to go too fast so that I can kind of keep them the seams flat. At least try my best to keep them flat. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Okay, so this one's 2 panels so far, so we'll see what else fits with this. But so far, our panels are growing very, very nicely. Okay. Okay, these are this long together, so that's good. Let's sew them up. Make sure the fabrics, okay, yeah, the fabrics are okay. Again, I try not to have too many fabrics touching that are the same, but whatever, we're going with the flow here. And I sew right sides together, and all these seams are messed up, so that's what I'm saying. I try and concentrate on keeping it flat on the sewing machine. So that way they don't get all lumped up. Sometimes it happens, but it's okay even if it does. Like I said, I kind of just slash the fabric and it works. That seam went a little wonky, but hey, it's okay. It's fine. We'll live. So there's this patch right here. I'm loving it. Let me put it off to the side. Might have to get out the iron eventually. These don't match, but let me see if it matches anything else here. No. Oh, this one's done because this one has 3 panels, so it has to be ironed before I do the next one. And so is this one, that one. Okay. So I checked all the ones I have done. They don't match with this, so let's move on. This matches with this, so let's sew these up. This has been so much fun. It's been a really fun project. Like I said, I have not been able to put this down since I decided what to do with the rest of the fabric. So I thought I was done. I don't even know if I'm gonna actually use this or sell it, but I just feel compelled to make it. So here we find ourselves. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Okay, that looks beautiful. Perfect. And I love this little flannel fabric. It's literally flannel, like for a blanket. But it was like thin enough that I was like, I think I could, use that as regular fabric. Okay, so there's that block. This one's tall. So is this one. All right, they're the same size. Let's go for it. Might have to cut off a little bit later, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that actually in a moment. In a moment. Okay, here we go. Sometimes things get a little lumpy and you can feel it. See right here? I messed up and it sewed the wrong way. So all I did was kind of like cut off a little piece right there, and then I'm going to cut off another little piece right here. And that way it doesn't feel as lumpy. And that's how I fixed that. So here it's a little past where it's supposed to be. Looking good so far. I love Christmas. Got a swap journal today. How cool. Hello, crafts, the journal book sewing. Okay, so let me cut this part off here. I could cut it off with my rotary cutter, but I've been just cutting it off with my scissors. I've been lazy. It doesn't have to be perfect anyways, because I can sew something over here, or I'll just end up cutting it later, so it's okay. Okay, so let's move over to this thing, if there's anything that matches with that. No, not yet. I like it to be the same size. Let's see about this. A little bit too small. Let's see, these two match, so let's put these two together. These ones that are already together off to the side. So like this. And again, they don't have to be perfectly even. Nothing has to be perfectly even with this project, thankfully. I'm thankful for that anyways. That's why I junk journal. So, and I'm doing a 1/4 of an inch stitch seam allowance. Don't know if I messed up. Yeah, I messed up on that one. Ugh. Can still fix it. Okay. You can feel when it gets lumpy, when one of the seams goes the other way, where it's not supposed to go. Okay. Okay, but we're good. We are good. Okay, so here's that. Here's this little block. And it's just going to keep going and go. till I feel like I'm done with this fabric. Let's see. These would go well like that. Do I like it like that or no? This way is better. Okay, so we're going to sew these together. And we have to iron them. But I got to do it. I have a little like roller that all the quilters have to press seams open. But I still just prefer to use my iron. Perfect project to do with all your scraps of any color, of any theme really, but I don't have any Christmas fabric, so I decided to make the little bit of fabric that I had and kind of stretch it out a little bit. Kind of stretched out a bit. Okay, so this one, I do have to make it smaller anyways, but I don't want to make it shrink down that much. It's a little much. No. No. Okay, I got nothing. I got nothing for you. Maybe? No. Okay. I tried. Okay. So, that off to the side. I said no to this one. I don't want to cut off too much, you know what I mean? And it's all wonky. All the seams on here are wonky, but I'm not worried about it. I'm still having fun. I'm still living my life. Not bothered, so it's all good. Okay, this one maybe. Then I could just cut off a little bit here. Okay, let's do it with this one. This will be good right here. 1/4 inch seam. Okay, that looks good. Some of the fabric is shimmery. I love that. I love it. Okay, that's not working. Let's see, do these two work? Nope. Add it. No. About this. Nope. Okay. This. Could cut it off a little bit, but I don't want to. This I'll have to cut it off a little bit, but that's okay because this is kind of funny over here anyways. I would have to cut that down anyways. Okay, so this will work with this one. This started off so small, like I said, sewing 2 little pieces of fabric together. And I didn't want to show you all that. That took hours and hours to get to this point. Hours and hours of fun. Okay, so sometimes when you mess up on the seam, like this one's a little bit messed up. I don't know if you can see that one. Yeah, you can. So you can just kind of cut off the excess fabric. So that way at least it's not as bulky. Okay. Nothing is straight here and that's okay. Let's see what else we can piece together over here. These two. Okay, let's do these two. These two right here would go well. Which way do I like it? just looks good like that. Why not? I think so too, Jane. I think it looks so pretty. It's gonna add a little something something. I really, really like doing these scrappy kind of quilts. They're so much fun. So there's that one. Don't really want to cut. Well, I guess I could cut this off over here. Is that what I want to do, though? We'll see when we're down to the wire if that's what I want to do. Okay, these two pieces here go together. So let's get these together. See right here I messed up. I'll just kind of snip it, and then at least that way it's not all bunched up that much. Excuse me one moment. I have to blow my nose. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let me see, make sure my mic is leveled. Okay, it's not. Okay, now we're back. Okay. So this I said I was going to put together. Okay. Now I didn't even this out. Normally I would have evened them all out, but just didn't want to. So it's going to be really wonky, and that's okay. That's fine. Just make sure all the wonkiness is outside the line of the seam, and then we can always cut that off and make it even if you wanted to, or at least cut off all the wonky excess. Like you see how I kind of made the seam straight, so now I actually successfully made this seam straight. So now I can cut it and make it even. There we go. Now it's less bulky there because there's less fabric. That looks good. Jane, it's so much fun, Jane. Nope. Going with nothing. Okay. You know, there's too much on my table. I'm getting confused. This one can go with this one. Still needs one more. Again, I'm trying to make them like a rectangle size with almost 3 panels. So this is almost 4 panels, but some of them are really small. So that's why there's 4. Usually I've been doing 3 panels, but of course some of them are small. Lori, you should. I'll post the video link to the original video I watched about this. She started from the beginning, and she'll show you how to do it. She used like a regular sized fabrics, but I didn't. I made it strips and then sewed those strips together. So it's a bunch of squares and rectangles. You guys, hang on for me one moment. Oh my god, my nose. And we're back. Okay. Okay, so there's this. I'll post the video in the description at the bottom. I have already done this before. I obsessed about this for a while. See, this is gonna fit together. So let's see, I'm already thinking ahead though. But are these gonna fit with anything that I have right now? Too big? No. I still have these. This, it kind of goes with this one. It's about the same size. See, this one I didn't cut up yet. So basically I would just kind of try and even it out by my hands. Eyeballing it. It's okay if it's crooked, it's no big deal. Put these together. But pretty much, like I said, you start off, I started off with long strips. But in the video, she'll show you how to do it from like little scraps of paper. But I basically did long strips and cut those down. Well, actually, I sewed 2 strips together and then cut those up into little pieces like this. So I kind of cheated, I guess. Okay, so there's that. These are still leftovers. Would fit here, maybe? No. No, I don't want to cut that much off. It could go here. Okay, good. This will go with this one. Good, good, good. And you just keep joining them together. I mean, you can make a whole bed sheet out of this if you wanted to. A whole blanket. Yes, like a puzzle. Perfect. That's exactly what this part is. When it turns into sizing them up, yep, it is like a puzzle. Okay, so see, yeah, now we're gonna be able to do things like these two. Okay, so I need to iron these. Sure, this one can't be here. No, it's a little too thin. Each time it has that silver square there. That's funny. Actually, no, I can put these together. Kind of go by this. Okay, so this side is wider technically than this side. So I just try and make sure that that it's the same size as the smaller one because I'm going to have to even those out anyways. So just make sure that it's the same size as the smaller one. The smaller side, I should say. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so I think I have done all I could do. Just want to make sure I've done all I can do. So wider. Okay, well, there's other ways to use them. I can't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to iron, so I can do the next steps. Basically, the bottom halves of these. Fit that. Nope. Okay. So let me go get my iron so I can iron all these out, you guys. So we can start doing the next part, which is joining these halves together, basically. Because these are, strips that basically form rectangles. So I need another piece here to make a rectangle. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get my iron out and my iron board. Ironing board. And I got some glue on here, which I pretty much melted off already. But I'm still covering it up with the back of a heat and bond. I'm just using a regular iron with no water. Maybe it'd be faster with water. I don't know. Maybe. Turn my iron on. And this is fun. It's fun seeing progress, you guys. See, that's a tiny... Oh, no, that's part of this print. That's part of this print. I thought it was a tiny strip. But see, some of it is wonky, and you know what? That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Nobody will ever see. And then right here, I messed up. But we can fix that. If one of your seams goes the wrong way, just make a little snip, and that's fine. I'm just making sure that it's not the case here. And then we're almost ready to iron. Make sure that your seam is all to one side when you flip it, so that you get a nice flat iron seam. And make sure your seam is off to one side. It's okay if it's crooked, don't worry, we'll even it out later. If it even matters, because we might even add something here and that'll even it out, so I'm not even worried about it. Right now, anyways. Not bothered right now. So let's get the next piece out. Pull this seam out a little bit. Kind of bunched up right there. Oh, I see why. Okay. So like I said, sometimes it bunches up because I messed up and the seam went the wrong way when I sewed on it. So open it up like that. And yeah, everything else is good. Okay. So seam off to one side. Make sure it stays off to one side. Iron it. Same over here. Seam is off to one side. Make sure it is. Even if it's not, it's okay. Even if it's not, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, here, it looks a little bumpy and clumpy over here. Just get all that ironed out. Of course, this is for a junk journal, so it's alright. It's alright. Okay, so here's this part right here. The seam off to one side. Okay. And the next part, hopefully, we will finish off most of them. Otherwise, even just like this size, sometimes that's all I need. So I'm not going to be picky about it. This one, there's only 2 of them. It's missing one. I don't know what we could do about that. Just press the rest of it as I go, but it's pretty much flat. I've been ironing it pretty much every step. There's a lot of ironing in this. like you said, the end result is definitely worth it. Definitely. But this would actually make a really cozy looking quilt. A very Christmassy looking quilt. Telling you, maybe one day I will make a quilt. I don't know. I have enough material to do it. I don't know about actually like the quilting part, but this fabric part is fun. It is pretty fun. Oh, there was this one. Maybe this will fit that one piece. Yes. Okay. Maybe. So those are two pieces. No, not this one. Okay, these could go together. Yeah, let me sew these really quickly so I can iron it. Okay. It's probably not the best thing to do, but here we go. Okay. Now we're getting more of a rectangle shape with this one. Lengthwise, looks good. I'm not going to worry about it being crooked yet. Not yet. I bought this little seam roller. That's what everybody seemed to be using on the videos. But the pressure that I have to apply, I might as well just use an iron. So I'm sure for like little pieces that I'll be doing, maybe that'll come in handy. But even all this, I just want to use the iron. It's fine. I don't mind using the iron. Let's keep going. So this is a perfect project to like throw a TV, a show on the TV and get to it. Preferably one that you don't have to look up for, or like a podcast or something. Would be perfect for that. That kind of day. I know this flew by. I was just watching TV. Well, YouTube, you guys. I don't actually do television. I watch YouTube and like Netflix and Hulu. That kind of stuff. I don't actually subscribe to any television, TV like that. So I was watching. I've been watching Mindhunter on Netflix. I'm totally into like serial killers and murder mystery, but like real murder mystery. You know what I mean, like real murders. So I've been watching Mindhunter. It's a TV show. It's a Netflix show, and it's all about like when the FBI actually started noticing that there were serial killers out there and that like they had patterns, and when they started that whole I guess study basically, starting this study serial killers. That's a tongue twister, and I freaking love it. And I've been like catching up on what the people they interview on there are and like who they were, and catching up on like what they did. Trying to remember, I've watched all of them, so it's a little exciting. Hey, April. You finished Mindhunter a week ago? Ugh, I'm on season 2. I'm on season 2. I can't remember what episode, but it's a couple episodes in. It's freaking awesome. I love that show so much. It's like another, almost like Dexter, which I love, love, love Dexter. Dexter was so good. No, Dexter was really good though. And all these seams pressed down. April, girl, you would love this project. You would love with all your fabric that you have, lady. I don't know if you're still doing it, but April was actually selling fabric for a really good deal. I didn't order any because, oh my god, that's the last thing I need is more fabric. But maybe you don't have any fabric. I don't know if April still has it for sale. Serial killer journal, that's so cool. That's like legit cool. That's really cool. Okay. So there's that. Okay, we're done with the ironing. Woohoo. For now. For now. Because after the next step, I have to iron again. But we're done with it for now. Woohoo. That sounds suspenseful. Suspenseful. Haha, girl, I had so much. I wasn't even selling. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, she had the deal of a century. That's what I'm saying, too. Okay, so now I have, oh my god, these big old pieces. So, I don't know if she still has it, April. Do you still have it, girl? Do you still have it? The people would like to know. So now, some of them are kind of going by length, and some of them are going by width here. So I'm kind of separating them. So these two could go together. So let's put these two together. See, if I have another one of these panels, and that's 3. So that's good. Go ahead and follow April on her channel. I don't know if she posted about it on her channel, but she posted about it on Junk Journal Junkies Boutique on Facebook. If you guys are not part of Junk Journal Junkies Boutique, you should be. What are you doing? I'm just kidding. April says, it's looking cute. I'm looking for the quilt style. I am living for it too, and I think you have enough fabric to do these two. I want to watch your fabric slasher video still. I haven't watched it, but I need to because that looks like it would take up a lot of fabric as well. I saw part of it. I saw the beginning. I know that you like piled a bunch of fabric together. Okay, so here's this big old basically block right here. Moving it off to the side. Let's see what else we have. I don't know if these two. Oh, this one fits with this one. Oh, they fit together. Yay! Yes. Okay. Well, they fit together this way, but I would want it the other way though. And then I need to iron this one still, so it would need to be this way, not this way. Okay. Okay. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Okay. So let's put this one away. And these will not work. Got this really long one. Got this one here. Not going to work with that. Is it going to work with this one? It's a little bit short, but I could cut it over here. And I wouldn't be too sad about losing this. So let me do that. Desperate times, you guys. Desperate times. We're making it work. So I said I was going to do it what way now? Wait, what did I say? What? Okay, so this way. Okay. Okay. Hey, Reem. You've been busy, lady. Gotta make sure the seams kind of fall right so they don't bunch up on you. Okay, so this one is a little messed up. We're gonna see if we can fix it. Okay, see right here? It just has a lot of extra fabric that was like really not cut straight. So let me just try and cut it a little bit straighter here. It's not really any straighter, but at least it doesn't have this extra fabric that it doesn't need to have on there. That's good. Here's this. Look at the back of it. It looks like a mess, you guys. It looks like a mess, but this looks fabulous. Okay. So, got that. That. Not too long. This needs its own half, but not this one. This one is too short. Too short. I could also add to this and kind of make it bigger and then cut some off. I could do that. Don't make me, because I will. Okay, so I think these two just shy of being perfect. So I'm going to put them together, these two right here. I'm going to put these together. It's getting kind of really long now to sew. It's getting, I know the back won't show, I know, but it's just, the back looks crazy. I'm kind of into the back of it as well. Okay, so let's start sewing this. Oops. Start sewing this. And like I said, I started this last night at like, well, I did start it in the evening, maybe like around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I started like cutting up the fabric. I used my rotary cutter, so it was a pretty easy process. You could also just literally tear fabric strips, apart. Or if you have scrap fabrics, this would be perfect for your scrap fabrics. Bent. Okay, there we go. For someone who is not a quilter, you're doing very well. Thank you, Sass. I don't know if I can make those quilts where everything has to align perfectly, That would be my downfall. So there's this big old piece right here. That looks good. That's a good look. Let's get this out the way, though. Let's keep moving on the next one. So I still have these that I have to add stuff to. But no. I'm not going to lie. All my fabrics are starting to look the same. They're all starting to look the same. Okay, these go together, and that would finish up this rectangle that I'm trying to achieve. It looks like I covered up the whole screen. But I'm sewing up these two halves together, and that'll be my rectangle. I'm pretty much just going for the shape of a rectangle, not so much the size. Okay, so that works. I was going to do the hexagons, and I'm pretty sure it honestly would have taken just as long as this. It's less ironing, but it would have taken just as long as this. But because I have to do all the cutting out of the hexagons, I have to buy another die set because I only have one, and that kind of makes it hard to cut out a bunch. But here we are. We're good. We are surviving. Again, I'm kind of tugging on the seam. Okay. So this one, I'm going to call this one finished. It's pretty big. It's a rectangle. This could be definitely the start of a blanket. Definitely the start of a blanket. At least I managed to get one finished. I still have a lot more here to put together. Let's see. All right, one is done. This could probably be a twin blanket. I'm not even going to lie. Okay, so let's put these pieces together. And it would need one more to be... it would be a rectangle. It would be a little bit more like a square, but that's fine too. That's okay too. So let's put these together. Thank you, Jane. It's starting to be pretty. I think so too. Okay, here we go. Making sure the seams on the bottom are going the right way. But you can feel it right here when they're not. So I always try and keep them down, try and keep this flat. Okay. Here's this one. Still needs another panel. This one's the one that's done. Okay. No, nothing is this long yet. Again, this is literally like a never-ending quest, you guys. It really is literally a never-ending quest. Still looking for the right size. I don't want to cut off too much, but I also want to get it done. Okay, let me see these two. These two look kind of promising. This one and this one. I would be cutting off quite a bit, but it would also kind of finish this as well. For me, I'd be happy with this size right here. And then I could cut off some of this. Ugh, but that fabric is so pretty. And so is this down here. That is my dilemma. Some quilts, you know, they're supposed to fit perfectly well, but these are not meant to fit any certain size. Do these two go together? You know, visually, it's like really busy, so I can't have it all on the table. Okay, so I think, oh no, these are too short. Okay, I needed to see that to believe it. Okay. It was like so busy, I was getting frustrated because I feel like I couldn't see it somehow. Like it just was invisible to me. No. Just gotta keep trying. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start cutting them down, which I would hate to do, but it happens. See, this one could use a little extra piece. Let's see. This one and this one. I'd have to cut a little bit less than the other one. Okay, I could deal with this. I could deal with cutting these up here. It would just be a little bit that I would have to cut off, and I could cut it off up here. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. All right, so my time is pretty much over, but most of this is like just two pieces that I have to get put together, and then they're done as well. So let me just put this one down so I can show you guys another one that's finished, at least finished two. I don't even know how many exactly this was supposed to render. Like, I don't know if this is for, like, I really had no idea what I was supposed to be getting. when I started this project. So some of them may be smaller, that's fine. Sometimes I use them just for the spine. I definitely like to sew them in bigger pieces than what I would actually use, so I can cut them down to size. This one I'll have to cut down a little bit up here, but here's this one. Again, I'll have to iron it flat to get all the little wrinkles out of there. And then I'm just gonna kind of continue on trying to size these up. I'm gonna call that one done. I'm not gonna get too picky with the sizes here. Still trying to decide on these here. Maybe these will go together. I'm gonna cut that one off too. This is pretty much all I have left. Like, I don't have much else other than this. So you guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll be back on Monday to do some other crafty things with you guys. And please remember, my shop is on sale only for till the rest of the month. That's 50% off your $50 order. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And next week we're gonna start Christmas things. So I'm gonna start using my Christmas embellishments. We're gonna get started on Christmas themed projects and for my junk journals. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to Jane for hanging out with me, Patricia. Thank you to Lori. Thank you to Sass. Thank you to April for showing up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend, you guys. Bye. Thank you guys so much for your support.